We will now begin the celebration of our education stars in our community. To our partners in education that are gathered here today, thank you for providing so many opportunities to help our students experience success. If you are a partner in education, would you please stand and be recognized? As an extension of our Partners in Education program, the Forsyth County Education Foundation, a fund of the North Georgia Community Foundation, has been providing grants to our schools for the last 7 years, totaling $480,000. We kicked off our annual fundraiser, the 2023 Duck Dive for Education, on February 27th. And yes, we are going to promote that right now. There is a sign on your table with a QR code, so please take out your phone. Use the QR code to learn how you can help us make a big splash for education by raising money for grants and having a chance to win $10,000. If you are a member of our Education Foundation Board or a Star Foundation sponsor, will you please stand and be recognized? Another star in our school system are our parent and guardian leaders that serve on local school councils, PTAs, and PTOs. I know our staff would agree with me that we are all very grateful for your support and engagement. If you are a parent guardian leader, will you please stand to be recognized? The third star is our amazing staff. Later in the program, we will recognize our Teachers of the Year who represent those that work in our classrooms. At this time, we'd like to recognize our Employee of the Month recipients, representing both certified and classified staff. Will all of our 22-23 Employees of the Month please stand to be recognized? And speaking of a star in our community, it's my privilege to introduce from the President of the Forsyth County Chamber, Mr. James McCoy. James.
Thank you, Dr. Bearden. Well, I'm James McCoy, and I'm the President of the Forsyth County Chamber, and I work for all of you. Dr. Bearden mentioned individuals we are celebrating today, but we're also celebrating the accomplishments of Forsyth County schools. Throughout Metro Atlanta and the 12 largest districts, Forsyth County Schools has some things to be very proud of. The highest CCRPI scores, the highest graduation rate at 96%, the highest ACT scores, the highest SAT scores, and best financial efficiency rating 5 out of 5 stars. Please, let's give a big round of applause. It certainly makes our job at the Chamber a lot easier, and we thank you for it. We also want to celebrate the fact that 60% of adults in Forsyth County have a bachelor's degree compared to 33% of adults in Georgia. And these statistics that any county in the nation would love to have do not happen by accident. They happen because of the people here today, and especially the partnership between the Chamber, the business community, and our schools. I am excited to continue to expand our partnership with Forsyth County Schools this year. In 2022, your Chamber made workforce development a top priority. In partnership with our school system, we created a new Director of Workforce Development position at the Chamber. We also piloted the Launch Program, a career-ready training program for recently graduated high school seniors in partnership with Forsyth County Schools CTAE. The Director of Workforce Development position addresses issues of labor availability and quality in our community. Brooke Stahl has been on our team now for nearly a year and has assembled a remarkable program to support Forsyth County businesses in finding high-quality talent. And I want to make sure that I introduce you all to Brooke, who's sitting right over here and helping us with the program. Please be sure to introduce yourself to her and find out how she may be able to help you in your business. The Chamber exists to ensure that we, everyone in our community, enjoys prosperity and economic growth for decades to come. As the Chamber helps businesses to thrive, we also encourage them to form partnerships with the school system. Among these community partners championing educational efforts are today's sponsors, and I would like to recognize them and thank them for their investment to make today possible. Today's title sponsor, we'll hear from them in a moment, is Northside Hospital Forsyth. Our platinum sponsor is Georgia United Credit Union. Our luncheon sponsor is Georgia Power. The automotive sponsor is Andine Chevrolet. Our program sponsor is Power Marketing and Printing. Our website sponsor is Corner Farms. Our stage sponsor is Brandywine Printing. Our table sponsor is the University of North Georgia. And our supporting sponsors are CarShield, Central EMS, Citizens Bank of Georgia, River Valley Ingredients, United Way of Forsyth County, and the Statesman. Please give these folks a great round of applause. And I also want to thank all of the businesses who made these great gifts available for our Teachers of the Year today. And there's a detailed list of these prizes in the program on page 5. And additionally, we're also grateful to the many community leaders that are also gathered with us today. From the Forsyth County Board of Education, Chair Darla Light, Vice Chair Lindsay Adams, and board members Tom Cleveland, Wes McCall, and Mike Valdez. Thank you all for being with us. From our Board of Commissioners, Commissioner Todd Levent, Commissioner Cindy Mills, and Commissioner Laura Simonson are also with us, as well as our Sheriff Ron Freeman. Thank you very much for being with us today. And we are also joined by a former superintendent of this school system, the great Paula Galt is with us, and I'm glad Paula could be with us today. I don't know where she is out there, but thank you, Paula, for being with us. Our title sponsor today is Northside Hospital Forsyth. For 20 years, Northside has helped shape expectations and outcomes for everyone in the community. Their top-notch level of care expands well beyond the hospital walls. We experience Northside's level of care when we celebrate our school's amazingly high graduation rate and test scores, when we are recognized nationally for incoming investment in our community, the highest education levels of residents in any community in Georgia, and among the most prosperous communities in the country. We are experiencing Northside's level of care. Northside Hospital Forsyth is the standard bearer in our community for not just world-class health care that we should expect, but we also look to them for the highest level of quality of life that we should expect. It is my pleasure and my honor, as it always is, to introduce you to the great Lynn Jackson, Chief Operating Officer at Northside Hospital Forsyth.
That was nice of James, but I'll pay for that later. Welcome. Isn't it great to be in a room full of winners? Yeah, it is. It's great. To be in a community like this where we have a school system that is ranked so high, to be top ranked, and to be here in a room of the best teachers who make up the best school system in the state of Georgia, to be with the best school-based mentors and corporate partners in education, to be with the best Board of Education, and of course, the best superintendent. So let's let that sink in for just a minute here. You guys rock, let's face it. This is a great room. Give yourselves a round of applause. You know, over the years, I've talked with so many of the teachers. We've been doing this for more than 2 decades that Northside's been the title sponsor of this event. And I can attest to you that you will not likely find a more unpretentious and unassuming group of winners. Teachers say things like, well, everyone at our school is so great, and it could have been any of us. Or they say, oh, I'm so honored to be recognized, but, by my peers, but it's a team effort. If Teacher of the Year, I've kind of thought about this, if Teacher of the Year was like boxing, you teachers would be up here saying, I'm the greatest that ever lived. I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Everyone in my school wants to be like me. Right? But you all are way too humble for that. And that's perfect for who you are and what you do. And your humility and your modesty makes us just love and admire you even more than we already do. But I have to say that as the healthcare person in the room today, I think I should point out that by my assessment, you're all contagious. That's right, contagious, all of you. Sure, you have a lot of enthusiasm, excitement, energy. Every year you stand up in front of your classroom and you ask yourself, how am I going to take this group of students from where they are to where they need to be? Because you believe that every student deserves a great education. You believe that every student has the capacity to learn. You believe that all students must be challenged to think critically and creatively. And you believe that all students must be connected and supported. However, believing in people and building people up, that takes energy, takes passion and grit. Building people up takes determination. Now, we might have heard all of this before, but if you say it long enough and you say it with passion, people actually start to believe it. Now, many days, I'm sure you come to work when you don't feel like it. But you fake the enthusiasm and anything else you might be faking, but I'm not judging. And because you don't want to let your students down, right? So you are there for them. But like healthcare, education requires passion and joy and energy. We know that passion is contagious. Energy is contagious. Ambition is contagious. So you see, I was right. You're all contagious. So after the last 3 years of what we've all experienced, I guess you're all a little bit surprised to hear me, of all people, that I would bring up the word contagious, right? But I think it's time for us to let the last 3 years stand for something. Stand for the fact that not only did we make it, we thrived in it. We didn't let the problems of the world get too far in the way of the important work of educating this generation. Yes, we rose from the pandemic with something contagious, but it's the passion in each one of you, the determination, the energy you bring to your career, that you've allowed yourself to grow and spread on behalf of those you serve. We're really very grateful for the positive motivation you bring to every school year, the time you invest in every student. If you think about it, the most valuable thing that we have, the most precious thing we have, is our time. And so it's the most precious thing then that we can give. Every day you give that to a student who really might not get much of that time from anyone else, or no attention from anyone else but you. In the 2004 movie Miracle, now I know a lot of you are probably thinking I wasn't even born then, but anyway, go with this, okay? Coach Herb Brooks, AKA that cute little actor, Kurt Russell, he gave the team a speech right before the USA national hockey team played the Soviet Union national hockey team in the 1980 Lake Placid Olympics, and he said, Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. He further said, you were born to be hockey players, every one of you, and you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Well, I would paraphrase that speech today to say to the Teachers of the Year, this is your time. Great moments are born from great opportunity. That's what each school year gives you. Every one of you were meant to be here today because you've earned this. And Teacher of the Year, that's no small title. Please celebrate today because this is your time. This is your time. So, in the spirit, though, of lifelong learning, I do want to say this. And also, if we think about it, lifelong learning and then the axiom of not letting good be the enemy of great. Let's take this platform, pledge today to take this platform to the next level and keep getting better. Florence Nightingale, who's widely considered as the birth mother of modern nursing, said, "Let us never consider ourselves finished. We must be learning for all of our lives." So that's the challenge. Teacher of the Year is not a one-hit wonder. It's the fulcrum to launch creativity and excellence in unique ways to meet the students' needs of today. So remember this. Now listen to me carefully, especially you Teachers of the Year. No principal ever fires the Teacher of the Year. So go out there, bend some rules, break down some barriers, try some new things. You're the Teacher of the Year. Shoot, this is your time. And while you're doing that, remember, you're all contagious. You can have the equivalent of like a chickenpox party if you want to and let everyone catch what you've got. Now, on a more serious note, if you really do end up with something contagious that's not, career-related, we're here at Northside Hospital Forsyth as your community hospital to provide world-class care close to home. And so for the 3,600 staff and over 850 physicians that are really and truly the heart and soul of our hospital, we consider it a privilege to be a part of your healthcare team. Our focus is on transforming the health of our communities through clinical excellence with a patient-first approach. And we do life-changing healthcare innovation. Being a longtime partner at education is one of our greatest affiliations, and we look forward to this event each and every year. As we say to our Teachers of the Year, congratulations and thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Lynn. We are honored to have dedicated partners in education. Our first Partner in Education award is the Mentor of the Year. I would like to invite Jeff Butterworth to present on behalf of Georgia Power. Jeff? You can give him a round of applause.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. And Lynn very well said, always tough to follow. And I can think of no greater room of winners, as you said, than this. Every one of us in the room can probably think of the people that made the largest difference in our lives and our educational tracks as we grew up. And so I know there's a lot of people in this room today that will go down in memory for a lot of the students that we have across this school system. But thank you for the opportunity to be here and to present this award. We're honored to do that, and because we understand how a strong chamber and also a strong school system drive a thriving local economy for now and also into the future. Mentors are so important, and I know that because I've had a few key mentors in my life and likely would not be standing in front of you today without their influence on me, and that is the God's honest truth. I've also had the opportunity to mentor others myself, and I know the meaningful nature that that relationship takes on. Forsyth County Schools is fortunate to have over 300 outstanding mentors across this school system. This year's winner has been a mentor at Silver City Elementary since 2019. The counselor who nominated him for this award said his positive energy just radiates from him, and he always makes connections. His mentees have had challenges in their lives, and they know that they can always count on him and look forward to their meetings each week. Please join me in congratulating Corey Milford, who is the 2023 Mentor of the Year.
Congratulations, Corey, and thank you to all of our mentors in Forsyth County Schools. We literally could not do it without you. Please welcome Georgia United Credit Union to present our next Partner in Education Award, the Friend of the School. I would like to invite Ken Tranowski to present on behalf of Georgia United Credit Union. Ken?
Well, good afternoon, and that's about the only time in my life I'm ever going to have walk-up music, so I had my Academy Award moment, thank you. Georgia United is proud to be the credit union partner for Forsyth Schools, and the excellence in this room today, we started as an educators credit union in 1958, and personally from my experience, but collectively as an organization, we understand how the educators in this room pour every ounce of their abilities into these students. So thank you on behalf of us. But I'm here to present an award, and it's called the Friend of the Year. A friend of the school is a partner that is involved in a specific event or activity. This year we have 2 Friend of the School award winners. A friend of the school can be a variety of partner entities, from a family to a nonprofit organization to a worldwide company. The first winner was a great support of the FCS Food and Nutrition Department and student lunches this year. At the end of the first semester, they paid off the full negative balance of student lunches in the school district. This payment ensured that all students in all schools will receive a hot meal, even if they cannot pay for the meal. The second winner recently opened their new store in Forsyth County in November 2022. At their grand opening, they generously gifted Chattahoochee Elementary $5,000 for teachers to use in their classrooms through Adopt a Classroom. These funds benefited all Chattahoochee students. Please join me in congratulating All for Lunch and Burlington, the 2023 Friends of their School.
Ken mentioned not having walk-up music. I've had walk-up music one time, and it was right after I turned 60. You know what they played? I Ain't As Good As I Once Was by Toby Keith. So embarrassing. Our next Partner in Education Award is Volunteer of the Year. The hundreds of individuals that volunteer daily in a Forsyth County school are essential partners in education. Today, we will honor one of these very special volunteers. This volunteer provides countless hours mentoring Lambert High School biotech students as they are engineering frugal alternatives to expensive medical and lab equipment. With his support, The Lambert High School Biotech program is internationally recognized, and many students have had their work published and shared worldwide. He provides real-world problem-solving and engineering to all students in the program. Congratulations to Dr. Syed Balma, the 2023 Volunteer of the Year Award winner. Unfortunately, Dr. Balma was unable to attend today, and Lambert High School Principal Dr. Gary Davison is accepting on his behalf. I would now like to recognize a partner that has always been committed to serving our students, staff, and community. Northside Hospital Forsyth has been the title sponsor of our Celebration of Excellence since its inception. Please welcome Lynn Jackson and Paula Momfeld, who will be presenting the Silver and the Gold Programs of the Year Awards.
Level partner participates in at least 2 of 4 areas of partnership success, which includes improving academic performance, providing for educator and staff and morale, enriching the life experience of the students, and growing career opportunities. The recipient this year provides acts of service to Iowa Middle School through the entire school year. This organization and their members donate clothing, school supplies, and food for children. They provide gift cards for families in need and participate in teacher appreciation activities. They are always the first to respond to a request for a need. For instance, they provided and delivered a heater for a family in need within a day, and they painted a classroom that finally became a family resource center. Please join me in congratulating Altrusa for being the 2023 Silver Program Award winner.
As with the Silver Partnership Award, the Gold Level Partnership is a two-way relationship. However, it requires an even greater level of commitment by the business and community partner, because tonight we're going to be able to honor 2 programs. So hold on for the first one, and then I'll go on the second one. The first winner has supported Forsyth County Schools for many, many years. When a school moved in across the street, this business quickly became an integral partner. They support academics, athletics, and the arts at DeSana Middle School. Through many ways, including field trip funds for special education classes, donating cameras for yearbook students, and instruments for the band program, and ensuring all 7th grade students could participate in the hands-on frog dissection lab. That sounds like a great partner to me. Now, the second winner has partnered with Liberty Middle School for over a decade. Their contributions consistently, they assist in the area of student recognition, focusing on positively reinforcing service, teamwork, accountability, and respecting and benefiting all students. They also provided items for staff appreciation, a touchless water fountain, and funding for educational field trips. Please join me in saluting RBM of Alpharetta and Vulcan Materials as the 2023 Gold Programs of the Year.
congratulations and thank you to all of our award winners. What an awesome group of partners in education. We are very fortunate. At this time, I'd like to ask our Teachers of the Year to please proceed to the front of the room and to line up for the awards presentation. You guys are all teachers. You should know how to line up. At this time, please join me in welcoming Andrew Walker, Chairman of the Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce. Andrew?
Thank you, Dr. Baird. My name is Andrew Walker, and I am the chairman of the Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce. As James McCoy previously mentioned, the Chamber helps businesses thrive, and we also encourage them to form partnerships with the school system. The Don Hendricks Partnership Award is awarded to the partner who best exemplifies the mission of the program and demonstrates loyalty to the school system and community. It is the highest honor that a partner in education can receive. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Barbara Hendricks, Suzanne Saunders, and Addison Austin to award the 2023 Don Hendricks Partnership Award.
This award was established in 2002 after the passing of my dad, a longtime member of the Board of Education. Dad lived a life of service to the community, and like those we are honoring here today, he believed in Forsyth County Schools and its quest for a safe, connected, and thriving community for all. This year's recipient is a star in our community. They're always on call and available to help anyone in need, and they are an ever-present resource in our schools. Over the past several years, they have taught the Stop the Bleed curriculum to all school nurses, and this training helped to save a life on the playground at an elementary school. Their department played an important role in the establishment of the Healthcare and First Responders Pathway at Alliance Academy for Innovation, and they continue to work with those students to ensure they are prepared for a career after high school. They also provide fire safety and risk reduction education at elementary schools all throughout the year through interactive lessons, including a Dusty the Smoke-Smelling Dragon puppet show, home escape planning in the fire safety house, and learning about smoke alarms at Sound Off with Home Fire Safety Patrol. The impact they have made on Forsyth County schools is lasting, and for their efforts, we honor the Forsyth County Fire Department as the 2023 recipient of the Don Hendricks Partnership Award.
Thank you once again to our fire department, all of our first responders, our sheriff's department, Forsyth County Schools. We are so blessed to have such great partnerships with our local law enforcement agencies in our community. I had the honor and pleasure of introducing our current Forsyth County Teacher of the Year, Mr. Michael Cheek. Michael is an incredible math teacher and basketball coach at Vickery Creek Middle School. He emphasizes the importance of connection both in the classroom and on the basketball court. Michael, thank you for serving as our 2022 Teacher of the Year. Please welcome Mr. Michael Cheek.
On behalf of our teachers and school district, I would like to thank the event sponsors and those listed in the program for their generous contributions to our teacher gifts. I also want to recognize Andine Chevrolet, who provides the district's Teacher of the Year a new car lease. My wife has loved driving my Chevy Equinox. Teachers, when I call your name, please come to the stage to be recognized and receive your award. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating these excellent 2022-2023 Forsyth County Schools Teachers of the Year. Big Creek Elementary, Wendy Guthrie. Brandywine Elementary, Leslie Marulanda. Brookwood Elementary, Donna Furbach. Chattahoochee Elementary, Molly Burns. Chastity Elementary, Lori Holbrooks. Cole Mountain Elementary, Ashley Yarber. Cumming Elementary, Zoe Sanchez. Daves Creek Elementary, Caitlin Odes. Hall Creek Elementary, April Wiley. Johns Creek Elementary, Judy Camp. Kelly Mill Elementary, Jamie DeVito. Mashburn Elementary, Sylvia Davis. Matt Elementary, Stevie Seagraves. Midway Elementary, Angela Valier. New Hope Elementary, Morgan O'Leary. Pools Mill Elementary, Abby Wagner. Sawney Elementary, Vicki Baker. Settles Bridge Elementary, Tara Stewart. Sharon Elementary, Jenny Pistorius. Shallow Point Elementary, Allison Bronk. Silver City Elementary, Isaac Padilla. Vickery Creek Elementary, Rebecca Bronson. Whitlow Elementary, Ashley Martin. DeSana Middle, Tara McClellan. Hendricks Middle, Sarah Carter. Lakeside Middle, Kelly Morton. Liberty Middle, Jennifer Kelly. Little Mill Middle, Carrie Shepard. North Forsyth Middle, Erica Gaines. Otwell Middle, Barry Bruce. Piney Grove Middle, Carrie Shelton. Riverwatch Middle, Hunter McGee. South Forsyth Middle, Maxwell Marshall. Vickery Creek Middle, Gretchen Elaine. Alliance Academy for Innovation, Jessica Dimmerly. Denmark High, Suzanne Burtz. East Forsyth High, Michelle Yeager. Forsyth Central High, Bethany Demarest. Lambert High, Stephen Pate. North Forsyth High, Jamie Summerhour. South Forsyth High, Steffi Legal Riddle. And West Forsyth High, Kyle Hill. Please give these Teachers of the Year a big round of applause. Now we will honor our 7 finalists by sharing a short video about each one and inviting them to the stage. Would the finalists please join me on stage when I call your name? You may return to your seats after receiving your award. Jamie DeVito.
I can't even adequately describe
Kelly Mill
what
Elementary.
she does for this classroom. She has created an environment where absolutely every child is valued, appreciated, and celebrated every day. You know, she's got a tough job, and this is not something that everyone can do, but she truly meets every child where they are, and we get to celebrate those successes, whether they are small, and everyone along the way. And it is truly a blessing to see the magic that happens in this room.
I teach because I love my students and I love the magic that comes from this population. My students are often overlooked or misunderstood, and they have limitations or expectations placed on them that sometimes just aren't fair. And I love watching them burst through those expectations and show what they can do. And I want to help other people understand how valuable it is to have someone in their life who is neurodiverse. And I want my students to know that they are valued and their voices are important, no matter what output they use. I teach because they're incredible human beings and they make me a better human every day.
Morgan O'Leary from New Hope Elementary.
She does fun things with us. She cares about us. She loves us. And when we're struggling on math tests, she always helps us. Like if we're doing like 26 plus 26, she helps us with the tens and the ones.
I teach so that I can make a difference on our next generation. It's so important to me to build the foundation in kids. Being a first grade teacher, I'm their first real experience with school. And I just hope that every child who enters my classroom knows that they're loved, that their voice matters, and that they matter in this world.
Isaac Padilla from Silver City Elementary.
Some things he helped me with a lot this year was fractions, writing, and wrestling. He is also a high school wrestling coach. I wish I could come do wrestling with him on his team one day.
I teach because of the examples that have been given to me from my teachers and coaches from elementary all the way up to college, and people I work with at church and folks that have poured into my life. And I love to teach because now I get to do that for everyone else that I come in contact with, either in my classroom or on the wrestling mat when I coach. And not just in those places, but also I get to pour into their lives outside of the buildings that I work in. And I get to affect their families and help them out as well.
Shepherd from Little Mill Middle.
She makes my day way better because, not just because I'm in her class, because of my friends, but we do work in there and it's just fun too because she makes it fun. And I'm just always sitting with her because I'm always needing help, and she just looks back and tells me to do this and that, and I get onto it. And my grades have been getting way better ever since I've been paying attention with her.
I teach for a number of reasons. One, I teach to carry a legacy on. My teachers showed me a different way. They made a difference for me. I think I can make a difference. Content-wise and social-emotionally, I think I can offer kids some real-world tools and skills that'll help carry them forward. I also teach because it changes minute to minute, day to day, year to year. I like the challenge. I never get bored. And you know, it's a lot of fun to me too.
Erica Gaines from North Forsyth Middle.
Mrs. Gaines is one of those teachers that loves you no matter what. She's always a safe person to go talk to, and you can trust her, and she's always keeps her class under control. And it's definitely a place where I feel like I can not be afraid to make mistakes because she's always going to help me through it.
I teach because I want to make a difference, one student at a time. I want to give my kids, I call my students my kids, I want to give them the tools and empower them to be successful in life. I would like for them to know that I'm in their corner. I'm here to support them, to encourage them, and if they need me, not just for academics, but also for everyday life stuff, they can come to me and they can come talk to me about it. And I love seeing their success as they grow older and they move on to high school and farther on in life, knowing that they were mine at one point and look at them now. So that's why I teach. I want to see that success in them.
From Denmark High.
I remember my first year here, she was probably the best teacher ever, and she still is. She never gave up on any of her students. And me being a person of color, coming into a predominantly white area, she showed that she really cared. And I know most people will say she's very caring, but I mean, you can really tell that she cares. Most teachers will come in and say, oh, I love teaching, but she really shows it, really shows it. Her personality, she's amazing, she's great.
I teach because I truly do believe that teachers change the world one student at a time by believing in the student, building a relationship with the student, meeting them where they are, and then just figuring out what it is they need in order to be successful. Some of them need a role model, some of them need a schedule change, some of them just need extra lessons and English, you know, whatever it is, just kind of meet them where they are and encourage them. And they continue to come to your classroom year after year, and the best part is when they walk across that graduation stage.
Summer Hour from North Forsyth High.
She's just an amazing teacher, and she cares about her students. She always asks us how we're doing. Like, there was one day well, it's actually been multiple days. I've been crying in her class just from stress about stuff. And on quiz days, she's asked before, like, are you okay to take this today? And she is so sweet, like one of the most amazing teachers.
I teach because I love chemistry, and I hope to someday instill maybe that love in other students. But even more than that, though, I just hope that they can grow and learn to face a challenge, and even if they don't end up being master chemists after they leave, that they found something fun to do about it, and that they had a good time in school, and that they became a well-rounded person.
Please join me in congratulating our 7 Teacher of the Year finalists. I would like to introduce Darla Light, Chairperson of the Board of Education, for the announcement of the 2023 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year.
The school board job is not always a fun job, but today is one of the best days we have, and I want to thank everybody out here for what you do to make Forsyth County school system what it is. It's an honor for me to introduce the Forsyth County Teacher of the Year. I'm going to share an excerpt from their application essay. The way my students build relationships with each other gives me hope for the world that we live in. They cheer each other on, celebrate each other, and encourage each other to do hard things. We accept others and recognize their differences, and we make sure that everyone who enters our classroom knows that their voice matters. My goal as a teacher is to make the largest impact I can in the 180 days I have my children, creating a lifelong love of learning and a confidence that someone believes in them. Being a teacher is not just my job, it's my passion and what I believe I have been put on this earth to do. Please join me in congratulating Morgan O'Leary from New Hope Elementary for Teacher of the Year. It pays to help with the tens and the ones. Will you share a few words with us?
It does, not the hundreds though. So. I really didn't think I was going to have to give this speech. I'd like to start by saying how overwhelmed with gratitude I am to even be in this room with each of you, let alone standing in front of you speaking as the Teacher of the Year today. What an absolute honor and privilege. First off, I'd like to thank Dr. Bearden for making Forsyth County Schools a place where students and staff feel connected, celebrated, and valued. Thank you for your leadership and vision. To every single School Teacher of the Year and the Teacher of the Year finalists, Jamie, Isaac, Carrie, Erica, Suzanne, and Jamie, I feel humbled and honored to be your colleague. Each of you are incredible educators and people, and getting to know you these past few weeks has been wonderful. To the school board and community members that strive to make Forsyth County Schools the best school system in Georgia, thank you for your efforts, time, and dedication. Thank you to my principal, Laura Webb, for being so much more than a principal. You are a fierce leader who puts kids first in everything that you do. Thank you for believing in me since the day I met you in 2015. You have pushed me to be the best teacher that I can be, but more importantly, you have taught me to be present, to have fun, and to always listen with intention. The only thing I'm still working on is she's a Patriots fan instead of a Buffalo Bills fan, but we'll get there. To my administrators, Heather Smith, Katie Baldwin, and Danielle Halaski, you three are truly a dream team. The way that you listen to your staff, champion our students, and work tirelessly around the clock with smiles on your faces is noticed and admired by everyone who knows you. To my New Hope family, what a wild ride it's been in only a few short months. I'm blown away daily by the relationships that have been built inside of our building. We have all worked together to build a school community where staff and students feel loved, safe, supported, and connected, and that is no easy feat. A new building is filled with more new challenges than any of us could have imagined, but I'm hard-pressed to believe that you'll find a more dedicated, fun, and encouraging group of people than inside of our doors. From our custodial team to our cafeteria workers, our teachers, office staff, administrators, support staff, it takes all of us, and I couldn't be more grateful to work alongside each of you every day. I want to thank Sherry Black for taking a chance on a graduating senior from Wake Forest University and giving me my first job at Big Creek Elementary. It truly became a place that felt more like a home than a job for the first 7 years of my teaching career. I'm forever grateful to all of my Wildcat family for making me the teacher I am today. So much of who I am is because of my best friends, and 3 of them are here today. Thank you for loving me despite my 8:30 p.m. bedtime and listening to endless stories about my kids. You make me the best version of myself, and I'll never take that for granted. I'm so grateful to my family, some are watching virtually, and my parents who are here, my biggest cheerleaders. I wouldn't be half of the person I am today without your unconditional love and unwavering support. It's not easy to live far away from your parents, but how lucky am I that mine hop on a plane to Atlanta more times than I can count. Because of you, I know the value of making every single person feel important, included, and seen. You're truly the world's greatest. To my kids, my sweet first graders, and every child that has ever been one of mine, I'm forever grateful to have been chosen to be your teacher. You mean more to me than you'll ever know, and what a gift it is that I get to spend my days with you. You are kind, funny, curious, smart, and incredible humans. Never forget that your voice matters in this world. You can and you will do hard things, and I'll forever be cheering you on. As teachers, we all know that there are a lot of extra things that go into our job. There are PLCs, new programs to adopt, countless standards to teach, and lesson plans to write. If you watch the news or even just scroll through social media, you'll see hundreds of reasons why teaching is one of the most difficult professions. There are a lot of outsiders with opinions on education, and all of this creates a lot of extra noise. But teaching is about so much more than this. I have a quote that I look at every day that says, "Remember why you started." When I focus on just my classroom and the people I share it with, all of that extra noise starts to quiet down. This Teacher of the Year journey has been incredible, but it's mostly been about what I value. But I'm not the only person in my classroom, and I'm actually outnumbered by 23 six-year-olds. So I could stand up here and tell you things from my point of view, but I'm not a teacher because of me. I am a teacher because of the 23 little humans that walk or run into my room in the morning, and because of the hundreds of kids that I taught before them. I thought I'd go straight to the source and reach out to a handful of past families to see what my kids remember about their time in first grade. We sometimes forget that little people have big voices, and I'm so grateful I get to share them with you today. George, who is in 4th grade now, said, "I always woke up and felt so excited to go to school. You made it feel like you were a part of my family because you cared so much, and my heart was happy every day." Finn, now a 2nd grader, said, "I remember my class cheering for me when I earned 20 stars for good behavior, and we got to do a dance party to celebrate." Ava and Eloise are 8 now, and both said the best part of first grade was starting every day with mindfulness. Ava mentioned how much her confidence in reading was built. She loved how it was an expectation for everyone to build each other up. And her favorite thing was that we met up this summer for ice cream. And then there's Lane, who as a 5th grader now told me, "Math and writing were hard for me when I was little. I remember you being helpful and patient with me when I made mistakes or when something was hard for me." Olivia and Katie were both in my first class, which means next year they'll be in high school. Olivia said, "Every time I would walk into your room, my mood would change and I would be instantly happier. You're so much more than a teacher to me." Katie moved mid-year and remembers how she felt so welcomed. She said, "You made me feel good about myself, even if I was struggling in certain subjects." They both talked about me coming to their soccer games. We are so hard on ourselves as teachers. There are many days we go home defeated and lose sleep over our kids. But listen to what our kids remember: relationships, feeling loved, going to their soccer games, meeting them for ice cream, mindfulness, dance parties. Because my kids felt safe, loved, and included, they were able to do math or read, even though it may have been hard. They don't remember our shortcomings, our lessons that flopped, or our learning targets. They remember how it felt. And it's our job to remember why we started. This whole journey has been a pep talk to myself during a time when teaching is really hard. We've taught through a pandemic virtually and with masks on. We teach students who walk into our rooms not knowing a word of English. We teach students to read, to become good friends, and that it's okay to make mistakes. We play the role of teacher, parent, friend, nurse, and so much more. But in August, your roster is a list of names, and in May, it's a list of lives you can't imagine not sharing your days with. So lastly, to every single educator in this room, I see you. You make a difference in this world, even on the days it feels impossible. There are days when you feel like you aren't enough. When those days come, remember, today a child believed in themselves because of you. Today a child knows that they matter in this world because of you. Every single child deserves to know safety, comfort, confidence, and love. And because of every single educator in this room, thousands of children come to school waiting to burst into your room to feel those things every single day. I hope that none of us ever forget that no matter how hard it gets, we not only have one of the most difficult jobs in the world, but also one of the most powerful. We're changing the world, and how lucky are we? Thank you so much for this honor.
Congratulations to all of our finalists. Congratulations, Morgan. For the 8th year, we're excited to provide to our Forsyth County Teacher of the Year a new car lease from our longtime partner, Andine Chevrolet. Please allow me to introduce Joseph Otwell. Joseph?
So we're making a list for some rules that you can break so you can see us after. No, it's our pleasure to be here today to celebrate the accomplishments of all teachers. So thank you to the Board of Education and to Dr. Bearden for your leadership. The families of Forsyth County are fortunate to have the wonderful opportunities our school system offers, and today has highlighted some of those outstanding programs. In our 75 years at Andine Motor Company, we are proud to be partners with the school system in many different programs and see the long-term importance the education system has on our community and the next generation. So thank you to all educators from the bottom of our hearts for the impact you make every day. On behalf of the Otwell family and Andine Chevrolet, I would like to present you with this 2023 Chevrolet Equinox. Congratulations.
Morgan said, all right, where are the keys? She's ready to go. That brings to close our 2023 Celebration of Excellence. Many of you have heard me say this before. The best schools and the best school systems are the ones where home, school, and community work together as partners. I can't think of any other school district that is more blessed than ours. Thank you for providing the resources and the support our school system needs to be successful. And we are successful because of all of you. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, and please do not forget to stop by to see the duck is in the lobby. Help us make a big splash for education. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Thank you so much.